Guys, how we going? Harrison, good to see you, my man. Tomo, my brother Frankie. Guys, no doubt this will start to fill up a little bit, but I'm going to get straight into it, hey. Welcome back, Monday Q&A. I'm going to jump straight to Tomo. We'll start with you today, bro. What's been going on?
G'day, mate. Not a lot. Had a nice weekend. I went down to the racetrack on Saturday with my new bike, so that was lots of fun.
Yeah, nice, bro.
Um,
Good.
but yeah, no, ready to get a move on this week. Gonna hopefully take some action. Well, not hopefully, I will take some action.
Good. I think
In
what
finding a new trainer.
100%. I think what would be good for us on this like Mondays is just like getting a plan of attack going for the week, right? So
Mm.
kind of 3 action items for you, bro. What's our 3? What are we going to work on? So finding a trainer, number 1. Is
Yeah.
there a couple of other things
Um,
there?
I don't actually know. I haven't really thought about that yet. It's probably a good thing to think about.
I
Yeah.
think it's always good just having 3 things to kind of, really kind of like highlight your week on, right?
I
So
want to I want to record 2 videos for school this week because I've been a bit
nice.
lazy on that one recently because I had enough to keep me going, but it's been in the back of my mind like, oh, I should probably record some more. But I've
Yep.
got a few like PowerPoints and stuff like ready to go. I just need to sit down and record them, which would be cool.
Yeah.
And also, 75 hard finishes tomorrow for me. So
Nice,
I
bro.
want to
Well done. Well done. That's
yeah, so I
huge.
want to record a video saying what I learned from 75 hard. I've got like notes and everything. But
Yep.
I just want like I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos.
Hmm.
I've always like for the last few years, I've always been like loving those like kind of inspirational, motivational, self-development kind of YouTube videos, like vlog
Yep.
style. And
Yep.
so I think it'd be cool to sit down because I got like a nice recording set up now. I want to like sit down and just hopefully maybe inspire some people with like my story with 75 hard. So it wasn't all for like a waste, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think it's so important to surround yourself with those kinds of things every single day, right? Like starting your day with like, it sounds corny, but those motivational videos, like information, education, those things really set you up for success, I think. So it's good, man, that you enjoy them, like podcasts, these kinds of things. Just get something positive in your ears early on, right? Because it's very hard to fail. So, man, yeah, 100%. Sit down. Not many people have completed 75 hard. So, like, sharing your experience will go a long way for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
good,
was
bro.
crossing the road. I'm getting beeped at.
You're a good brother. Nice work, hey.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to work on this week? Any questions?
Um,
Anything?
Now, hopefully my motivation will come back a bit this week. I actually bought a few books from QBD, and
Yeah.
like they're similar, like they're self-improvement books. But
Hmm.
last night, because I only have to read 10 pages, but last night I read like 65 pages of it because it was just so good.
Yeah.
And
What's that book?
it was how the subtle art of not giving
Yeah.
a crap. You know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really really good. So I've been enjoying that, but I feel like part of it is just I expected when I became a PT that everything would just be perfect and I'd enjoy it because it's not like a warehousing job and that job sucked.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, my life will be sorted, my life will be perfect as soon as I become a PT because I'll enjoy doing it. But the reality is there's like when there's when you're not struggling or when everything's great, then your mind will always find things to struggle with, you know.
So
And I
true.
realized it's the same with being a PT. Is like, oh, why don't I enjoy this as much as I thought? Why is it not like completely perfect? And then I kind of go into this like spiral of going like, I'm worrying about the fact that I'm worrying about a job that I didn't think I'd have to worry about.
Yeah. There's so many,
And then
so
it's
many domino
yeah,
effects, isn't there? It's kind of like, yeah,
yeah,
on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Man, I
exactly. So
love
I think
that.
I just need to accept the fact that like it's not perfect, but it's the struggles I have are good struggles because
For
they're
sure.
from a job that's actually helping people and not from a job that's just mundane and same old stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Ray, have you got something to touch on there? No? All right, easy. No, I think, man, like it's so true, right? And it's if we've got problems or we've got struggles in our careers, it's usually a good thing, right? Because it shows we're actually doing something, right? We're moving forward. So I think for you, like, yeah, man, I used to hate reading. Now I just live on my Kindle. Like get a Kindle. Kindles are so good, right? Like little chuck it in your pocket, go anywhere, take it to the gym. If you get some spare time, 10, 15 minutes, smash a few pages out. Like it's those kinds of things that you can incorporate everything you want to do into your life if you really like capitalize on your time as well. And I think a lot of people just sit there. If a consult doesn't show up, you sit there for half an hour scrolling on TikTok. It's like, well,
Yeah.
that just that just threw me off completely. Yeah. But I love
Yeah.
that, man. I love that you kind of like have bought a few things for yourself. And just like before you go to bed at night, it's huge just to switch the mind
Yeah.
off.
That's when
Right,
I
for
do it,
sure.
bro. It's good.
Perfect, bro. Nice work, hey. All good though. We'll keep moving on, hey. Perfect.
Yeah.
Ray, hello, hello.
Morning, how are you going?
Morning. I'm going well. It's nice and early here, Monday morning,
Oh,
so it's always good. Yeah.
it is, isn't it? It's only
All
7
right.
o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's 7. It's
It's
7.
late. Late.
Yeah. So, I know. I've been slack. I've been getting up at like 6, but
Oh,
it's
well
been
done.
it's been good. Like it's just like to structure everything and actually get 8 hours sleep, which I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of people struggle with. So
for
yeah,
sure.
it's been nice. All right. What are we doing? What are we
Um,
up to?
well, I think I did I speak to you on Friday?
Think so.
Friday.
Possible Thursday, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
About the trainer.
Yeah, so I interviewed the trainer and I said, we vibed really well. Look, this is what I rang her back for the second one. I said, we vibed really well. I probably did it wrong, but anyway. And I said, I could really, really liked what you're about and I could see you training my clients. She goes, oh, yay. And then I go, but like, you know how I've got no one in the afternoon. I've got literally 2 afternoon fucking
Yep.
sessions. And so I just said to her, look, I said, where I'm at is, I'm very morning heavy, but at the moment I've actually got to really build up the afternoons. I said, and this is probably when I look at it, it's going to realistically take me 4 weeks. I said,
Mhm.
how do you feel about that? And she said, that's fine. She goes, oh, it allows me she was okay with that. She goes, even if it
Yep.
takes 6 weeks, but I thought I need to be transparent because by the time
Sure.
but literally I'll be stressing myself out trying to get sessions that would probably be morning sessions anyway, because that's how it's going. And I
Yep.
didn't want to stress myself out.
Yeah,
So where
definitely.
I'm at,
As soon as you start allowing little, not lies, but you know what
well,
I mean?
yeah,
Like as soon,
not
yeah, you
full
just have to be open.
transparency.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, just be fully
and
transparent.
that's gotten me trouble before in the past, not because I've been just on purpose, not telling the truth, but
Yeah.
not thinking, no, I'll be able to do this. And then if it doesn't happen, then I'll feel really bad. And it will look
100%.
like I'm fucking lying, which it was not my intention. So that's what I've done with that one. But I do realize I haven't done a contract with her.
Yep.
I went and saw my management. That's what they said. They sat me down. I said, look, this is where I'm at. And all I could negotiate was a $500 startup fee, 550, I
Okay.
mean, with 6 month lock in with her. And
Yep.
we still have to give the 3 months notice at Good Life to leave.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that
Yep.
was, anyway, I got that, which wasn't too bad, to be honest. Could be worse. And then they said, because our big state manager is away on long service leave for 4 months. And they go, if Booker was here, if he was here, he would say no to this. And he goes,
Right.
honestly, everyone we've had that done this have failed. And
Yeah, okay.
said, we really want, we just want you to, I mean, they're good. They're coming from a place of concern. They go, we want to look after you. We want you to, we don't want your business to suffer.
Yep.
And they said, that's what happened with one of the other PTs here. So I actually went and saw this PT. I said, what was your go when you come on board? He goes, but the thing is, because I wanted to see the difference. And he said, well, the guy was charging 95 an hour, but he was going to do the nutrition and the check-in. And I was only getting paid 40 an hour and I was having to sell them, look after
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and then he goes, then he wasn't checking in and all the clients were complaining to me about it. So that was it. So I just had to hear what they were doing for my own sake. So that was okay. But I think I need to put my prices up.
What are you at the
Uh,
moment? 60?
yeah, I'm only on 60 for silver and gold, and
Yeah.
I'm doing 99 for a Kickstarter.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep that 99 there for sure.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter is awesome. And Harrison, this is a new thing, man. I don't know if you were here when we've implemented this, but basically for a 45-minute session now, one off, we don't really do bronzes. We do a Kickstarter. So it's 45 minutes, it's 99 bucks, essentially. Yeah. You sell them onto that. So, Ray, I think for us, 65 is probably where we
Yeah.
need to be. I think that you're worth that as well. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so that at least that takes, you could even take silver to 129.99, right? It sounds good. Then you've got
Yeah.
that 194 $4.99 as well.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
cool.
So I don't have a problem with the price,
Yeah.
because I agree. I have a problem with my older clients. I have a problem
Okay.
implementing it with my current clients because
Yeah.
they know I'm bringing a trainer on board, and
Yeah.
it's going to look like, and it's going to look. That's how it's going to look. But I know I've got to do those business builder things too, don't I?
For sure, right? You don't have to implement this to your new clients if you don't want to, right? You're gonna have a lot of volume coming in with new clientele as well, right?
Okay.
So we can get new clientele on this price point. If not, you just send out an email. Like it's one of those things where the only reason you're feeling hesitancy is because you don't want to hurt them or make them feel, you know what I
I
mean?
just
Like
feel I'm bringing a new trainer. Oh, hello. Now we've got to pay for the new trainer. That's how, because
yeah.
that's how I would think. I think
Mm.
that's probably where I'm coming from.
Yeah. But really, like they're only going to go up, what, $10 max
Yeah.
through the help, like 100%. Like it's only $10. They have access to another trainer.
It'd be $9.
There you go. Right.
That's what I was
So
thinking.
yeah, yeah. And we have a template for this as well. Right.
Yes,
Like
I was been reading that one.
okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. So it's up to you whether or not you want to do it, whether or not you need it for your margins as well.
Yeah.
If not,
Oh,
I would just get the new ones on the higher rate for sure.
okay, awesome. And then my last question is, when do I give this girl the contract?
Yeah, so I would get her in and do some. Has she done shadowing? Like, have you taken her through clients and she's kind of
No, because Simon said you do the contract first, then you do the
okay? Yeah,
then.
so I would do as soon as possible, really.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as you can, get that done. I think that template that we've got in there as well is perfect. It's spot on. You just obviously put your business name in there, and then from there, once it's signed, I would spend a lot of time just shadowing her as well, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure she's good to go and up to your standard. And it's a really good idea. Like it's good because you can set a standard from early on as well.
Okay.
Makes it so much easier.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Get that to her ASAP.
Yeah, yep.
Does
As
it
soon
have
as
to
you
have a
can.
starting date on it?
I think it's just today's date or the date that you send it. I think it doesn't. Yeah. Well, she can start with you. It's not a huge thing, right? Like she can start today, but not have to come into work for a
Well,
week.
well, that's the thing. I don't have anyone to. I did speak to a few clients and said, "Hey, look, we're bringing a trainer on board. Would you like some free afternoon sessions so that she can shadow?" But that's what I've said, which they're keen.
Yeah, perfect.
So that was my other thing, but I just don't know the time frame of when to implement it. Should I start now or just fucking go full board getting
Just
consult?
just go. Like go full ball with the consults,
Yeah,
right?
I think
And just yeah, because that'll put you in a good position, right? Because that's your biggest that's holding you back right now, right? Because we
yes.
don't actually have the work. So if we can get the work, then we can get her in for a couple of a couple of sessions with like current clientele in the afternoon. It's perfect. Yeah.
All right, so maybe I'll do 2 weeks where I do all my consults and then the 2 weeks bring her in.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And the volume that you'll be able to add because
Yeah,
you're going to be solely focusing on consultations. It's insane. Like people don't realize how much time you can allocate to it and the actual time and energy you have to put into the consultation. And it's so much better. Like the way you deliver everything because you're not tired or thinking about doing
yeah,
programs, that kind of thing, right?
yeah.
So when you can solely focus on adding sessions to your business, this is where you start to see really good rates of percentage of sign up as well as the volume of sign up as well.
Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
awesome. Yes, thank you
Awesome.
very much.
No worries, hey, no worries. Does anyone need me straight away, guys? Otherwise, if not, I'll come to Harrison. We'll go from there. How are you, bro? First day back on the job, hey?
Yes.
Yeah. How you feeling, man?
Nervous. I know what I need to do. It's just about I don't know the fear of failure. I think because I was doing somewhere before, I'm still in that mindset of if this doesn't go well,
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
I think last time though, you got fully booked in what, 2 weeks, wasn't it?
Around about that, 2-3
Yeah,
weeks.
man, it's yeah. And now we've got leverage on our mind. It's very hard to fail, bro. Like you will not fail. I'm telling you that now. Like if you show up every single day into these webinars, you've got me in your ear, Nath, Si. Like it's very, very hard, mate. Like just we know what we need to do. Yeah. What are you feeling right now?
Anxious.
Anxious? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna be feeling anxious until you start walking the floor again. Right. Until you kind
I think because I feel small as well. Like I'm gonna order a new shirt and get a smaller size because I don't fit this shirt anymore. Which sounds so stupid, but it's baggy on me. It was like
Yeah.
tight before.
Yeah, it's just because it's like a new you walking in there, man, for sure.
Hmm.
Right, which is not a bad thing at all. I think once we can get this ball rolling, once we get 1, 2 people saying yes on the floor, you convert a couple of consults, like it's yeah, we'll run from there very quickly. You'll start to see this growth.
hmm I've
Yeah,
got 5 consults booked for this week, and I'm gonna do the floor to the floor strategy today and just run that. Do you reckon do a whole week of it or do 2
yeah.
weeks or
Run until we get about 60 names,
60?
which for you it's like that'll probably be a week, I'd say for
Mm.
sure. Just because if we run it any longer, contacting 60 leads is a lot, right? And then you've kind of got the consultations to book in. It's up to you, man. We can really push it. You can go up to that towards that 100 mark, but like we say, well, yeah, because we're so fresh now, you've got the time as well, which is a good thing. So I think, yeah, mate, once we get the 1 silver, the gold across the line, like you'll be feeling fine for sure, hey.
Mm.
Yeah. Plan of attack for today. What are we getting done?
Right now, I'm just about to print off the floor to the floor strategy, like that piece of paper that you put on a clipboard.
Yeah.
And I'm about to do that, print that off, and then head into the gym. And then I've got some inductions this afternoon.
Nice. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Ray just asked you, are you in a new gym? Man, I don't know if you want to share what happened, share your
Yeah,
story,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
it's been a
listen to this,
while.
guys. If you want motivation, this is it right here.
So I was going for a ride on a Sunday, and when I ride, I always wear full gear, like top of the line gear. I'm not, I don't cheap out on it. And had a green light, and I was just doing 60, and a P plater hasn't looked, and she's pulled out, and I didn't have time to brake, and hit the side of her car, punctured along, broke my leg. My wrist was in fragments, did 6 ribs, broke part of my vertebrae. Was been ICU for 5 days, and I'm getting back on track now, but it's been like post 13 weeks. So it
Yeah.
was pretty horrific. Like I didn't even know if I was going to be able to be walking by this time, let alone be back at the gym. But it was a big roadblock. They said that I was lucky because I trained. If I hadn't been training, my leg would have exploded, like the bone would have shattered. But because it was so dense, it just broke clean through. So
Just insane.
bit of a
Insane.
setback,
So
but we're here.
yeah, not so much in a new gym, Ray, but a whole new, well, starting again, basically, hey? Like
Pretty
it's, yeah,
much.
12 weeks recovery. So he's well
That's
back in business now. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, I
So
haven't seen you for a bit, but like, wow, I did not know that.
yeah.
You're
So
very, very lucky, hey?
100%. Yeah, it was pretty freaky, but I've got lawyers involved and stuff because she's kind of neglected me quite a bit. I was on the floor
yes.
and I had the collapsed lung and I couldn't get my helmet off, and I actually passed out trying to take the helmet off, and she was on the phone to her dad, so she didn't even call an ambulance.
It's just
Okay.
like,
So
yeah,
it's pretty fucked situation. But that's why we get the legal team involved.
that's it.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. And we're here now hustling again, brother. So that's it. I think, yeah, plan of attacks for today. Just enjoy being back.
Mm.
Number one, right? Like if we can really enjoy being in that gym and just kind of solidifying yourself as, we had that other couple who were dominant in the gym, but man, they're gone now, aren't they? As well.
Not fully. They're looking at moving out of Australia.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Right. So we come in, establish ourselves again, and just outwork the competition, man. That's all this game comes down to. It's just
Mm.
outworking everyone else. So I think we're getting there. When's your first consult? Do you have a consult today or an induction today?
I have one tomorrow. I have inductions today. I've taken 4 and 5 p.m. because they're like the busiest times in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So they should fill
Perfect.
up. But even if I'm gonna be there from about 10 until 12, just taking
Perfect.
down names. So I'll spend
Yep.
2 hours doing that. And then I've got to do some shopping as well. So
Yeah, easy. And if you do that as well, and then between 4 and 5, you do your inductions, man, the gym's probably packed at, that 5 o'clock time as well, 5 to 6, grab a few names. You can probably grab 20 names at the floor, off the floor then. when
Mm.
we're looking at the volume, your gym's always busy, isn't it? Like
Mm.
there you go. It's a high foot traffic gym. So I'm excited for you, bro. That's why I'm really excited for you. It's good to see you back here. If you have like anything, hesitancy questions, just fire them through straight away. Hey,
Easy. I appreciate it.
no, easy, brother. No stress. Frankie, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Not too bad.
That's good. That's good.
I have a question. It's more like a business side of things. So I really don't understand, like, I guess, how to run it.
Mhm.
So I don't understand how I should be paying myself. I feel like I know that I've got to put like 30% away for tax,
Yeah.
but I just don't know how to like work out my money to go. Because I
Yeah.
need to quit my current like casual job. So I do that Thursday and Friday. And because like I have to do all the free sessions with my gym, I'm running out of space. So I can't actually grow if I want to
Yeah.
because I'm doing too many free sessions. So
Yeah.
I need to open up those 2 days to quit my other job. But I want to make sure that I'm actually able to pay off my mortgage.
100%. 100%. All right. So the best way to do it, I've always paid myself a wage. So
Yeah.
every week, right? So where are we at the moment in terms of combined from all your income, right? How much do you kind of pull in a week?
About 1,400.
Okay, there you go. So like it's up to you. Obviously you put 30% away for tax. I know some people will just pay themselves the rest, which is completely fine, right?
Yeah.
It's what you can do. Are you doing that at the moment? Paying yourself the rest?
Oh no, I'm literally just living off my casual job.
Yeah.
And you think I get about 400 bucks a week from that. I kind of
Yeah.
try and live off that. I
Yeah.
put all of my money from PT in my business account, and whenever I have expenses, it comes out of that. So I kind of just
It's perfect.
I don't actually pay myself at the moment.
Yeah, that's completely fine how you're doing it now.
Okay.
Completely fine. Like that's probably the way that I would do it right now as well. Right. Have
Yeah.
every expense come out of the one account, your business account, and live off that wage. But this is going to be a pretty kind of defining moment for you, right? Because it's you can stay here and stay in the same position, or there's that it's not even a risk, right? It's just taking that leap of faith
Yeah.
and going in and opening those slots so you can actually grow to that like 2K a week mark
Yeah.
and pay yourself a little bit more as
Yeah.
well. Right.
Yeah,
So
because at the moment, I've got clients on the Thursday morning, and then I've got to go back to work because I do a group class, and then I've got clients after the group class. So Thursdays are a 30 to 14 hour day for me, and I'm burning out. So I'm not
yeah,
getting
for
all the
sure.
other shit I need to do done. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
have to do something. Otherwise, I'm not going to succeed.
Yeah. What's your day look like? I kind of want to go through this, guys. I think it's really important. Like we talk about the motivational stuff, Tomo. I've been listening to a guy, and I've got Sai on him as well. I don't know if anyone's heard of Andy Elliott. Anyone seen him
Yeah,
before?
yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of talks about like having the best of everything, right? So best health, best business, best relationships, these kinds of things, and making the time for you. So Frankie, like, what's your day? Give me the rundown of your day. What's a standard day look like for you? What time are you up? What time do you go to sleep? These kinds of things.
I normally get up around 3:30, 4 a.m.
Okay.
And I do boxing 3 days a week in the morning because I'm an amateur boxer.
Yeah.
Then I weight train 3 days a week the other days. I tried to work out during the day, but I just found I wasn't actually really working out too much. So I try to get it done in the morning. Then by 6 a.m., I normally have my first client.
Yep.
So I normally do like 6 till about 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Then I've got 1 or 2 lunchtime sessions Monday and Wednesday, and then it's pretty much empty until about 5 p.m. and then I get booked out until about 7.
Okay.
So I've got a lot of chunk of time in the middle of the day.
So
I
you've got like
probably
a
don't get
2 to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably don't get to sleep until probably 10:30. I don't sleep much.
Yeah.
I struggle with insomnia, so I can't switch off. but I
Okay.
can't be productive at the same time. Like my brain's too wide.
Yeah. So you're getting like 5 hours sleep a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Do you read? Can you read?
Yeah, I love reading. I'm actually reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck at the moment,
There
which
you
is
go.
funny. Yeah.
Common theme. Yeah, no, that's cool. For you, do you read like at nighttime and that doesn't switch your brain off either?
No, it doesn't switch it off. It makes me
Okay.
more awake.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I wish I had some advice here. Like, the biggest thing for me, is like output, and that'll force me to sleep, like running, that kind of thing. Right. So
Yeah.
that helps so much. That weightlifting doesn't really do it for me, but that real, like that physical output does. I think
Yeah.
for you, it's like, it's hard because obviously suffering from the insomnia, that kind of thing, and being burnt out. You're 100% burnt out because you get 5 hours sleep a night. Like, it's why.
Yeah.
Like, it's
100%. Yeah.
putting it down to anything, it's that
Yeah.
100%. So even for you, do you have sessions from 5 till 7 most nights? Like, is that standard?
So let me have a look at my calendar one sec. So on Thursday, I'm from 5 till 7.
Yep.
Mondays, I am now finishing at 5:30, and Tuesday I finish at 6:30, and Wednesday afternoon at the moment I'm free. So there's some days now, and sometimes Friday I'll have the odd like consultation, or if I need to reschedule, if someone needs to reschedule, I'll put them on a Friday afternoon. But then it means I'm not getting calls done, which is my issue as well. I can't grow because I don't have the time to call people.
100%. So what I'd be doing, right? I wonder if I can share my screen here. I don't do Friday Arvos. I don't think anyone should do Friday Arvos.
Yeah.
Right. And it's purely because that's time for growth. Right.
Yeah.
And through my whole experience, if you book consultations in on a Friday Arvo, they are probably like 50 to 70% more likely not to show up.
Yeah.
Right. Just because it's a Friday Arvo and they're probably out on the beers, that kind of thing. Right. So I think for you, like, it's anyone else here, guys, like, does anyone have any tips? What's helped people switch off? Like Ray, Tomo, is there anything that you've done to really help yourself get to sleep? Tomo, like for you? Or is it?
I just get everything done, and then I don't have anything to think about.
That's huge.
I just have a to-do, Microsoft to-do that has a task to do today. And it's like, I can't switch off unless they're all ticked, there's no red ones. And if I get them done in the morning, then it's almost like I've deserved to relax.
Sleep.
You know? But I have no problem with sleep. I get like 9-10 hours sleep regularly.
Oh my God.
So I can't really give too much advice on that. But
there you
But
go.
I find like I can never get my to-do list done, and I don't know if it's because I give myself way too much to do and my expectations are really unrealistic, because my to-do list is like so long, but I'm so
that's why
that I can't do it.
That's why. Right. So to-do lists, I've found 3 to 5 max. Like, you usually have your intentions for the day. Right. So if you write your intentions down. So for you, Frankie, like, looking at everything for you, like, I would just go growth. So something, like, this is the thing. I think like people will block specific stuff out in their calendar. But if you just block an hour out and you make it creativity, or you make it growth, or you make it something like that, instead of calls or consults, those kinds of things, you kind of give yourself, it feels weird. There's not so much restriction on doing that one thing, but you'll do what you need to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For sure. So like 3 things. And then if that helps you sleep, like for me as well, if there's 10 things on there, like, you're sitting there at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. going, oh my God, I've failed the day.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
a
me.
lie. Well, there you go. Right. So
Yeah.
I want you to cut that in half. Right. So to-do lists, I don't know, like, obviously they'll come into personal life as well, but what's it usually look like for you? You probably got calls, and then you've got sessions, and you've got all these things on top of it, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I have not even done like any calls at all, because the way the gym does things is just dumb, in my opinion. Like, they assign specific leads to you rather than you getting a call. This is just like clients, that's their structure. But I'm getting a lot of uni students who just want to be shown around how to do things, and they're not actual leads. But I still got to give them the sessions, and then the with the MIA list, I went to go do them on Friday. Like I had an anaphylactic reaction on Thursday at my other job, so
Okay.
I was wiped out. So I was like, oh well, I'll do some calls, and then the admin staff haven't done all of them, or they just cleared them. So I was like, fuck, now I've got like no one to floor. So I didn't get many leads last week either from the gym. So and that's another thing, I can't really floor walk if my days are full of doing all the free sessions. So it's like, like that's where I'm stuck. So I know I need to do something.
I would try and compress all of your sessions into 2 or 3 days. Honestly. Like move some of those Arvo sessions, like those 5 to 7s.
Yeah.
Or that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like have 2 bigger days for sure.
Okay.
There's a couple of guys in the program I know. I think Sebi is one of them. He works like 3 days, 3 or 4 days, and puts all of his sessions in one. Because then it's like, if you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, compress everything. You've got Thursday, Friday just to focus on your growth as well. Focus on like sleep and looking after yourself and these kinds of things. Because you think about it, like you want to leverage and you want to grow in a way that you're still looking after yourself.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like, and I think the hustle mentality, there needs to be a different look on that. It needs to be hustle. It's healthy hustle. Like you need to be selfish, number one.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I've just learned. You need to be selfish because if you're not, we're in a giving industry, right?
Yeah.
You can give. Then you've given nothing to yourself all day and you can't sleep and you feel like rubbish and it's just those kinds of things. So
yeah, I think like my fear is like not having much availability.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to get clients. Like that's my mentality.
Yeah, and it's everyone's. You got to outwork that shit. Like, for sure. It's outworking self-doubt, and I've probably said that a number of times on here, but it's true. Like usually on your to-do list, these kinds of things, like backwards plan. So or do the things you hate most first.
Yeah.
Right, because with you doing calls, can probably guarantee you've got this huge list and calls are down the bottom. Like it's like,
oh yeah.
There you go. and then you never get to the calls. But that's the thing. It's like we don't get better at calls. Just make dials. That's the thing. And it's like that person doesn't know who you are, right?
Yeah.
On the other end. That's the biggest thing. They can't see you. They don't know that you're nervous, these kinds of things. Yeah, we all have calls at the bottom of the list, like 100%, 100%, right? Like it's one of those things. So, but calls really unlock business growth for everyone.
Yeah.
Like they are the key. And these new member lists for me are probably number one, I would say. Right? Because it's hot traffic. Regardless if they're a uni student or not, amongst the the uni students, there will be people there.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So I think for you, like takeaways from today, going into the new week, it's probably come perfectly as well. Right. Just kind of setting out your day with 3 to 5 things to do. And on the list, like we can often put a lot of like crap on the list as well, like sessions. Like we know we have to do sessions. Like that's a standard kind of thing that we do every single day. So 3 things that'll really help propel you forward. That's the way to go about it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool. No stress. Hey, we'll kind of run through everyone's after this, guys. I'll come to Ivan. If you're there, brother, if you can chat. If not, we'll continue making our way around. He may be. All right. Tomo, I want to talk about this, guys. I want to talk about kind of structuring your days, what your days look like, and making sure you're giving enough to yourself. So what's it look like for you, bro? What's your routines looking like?
Yeah, so for me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have my availability set 6 till 10, and then a break in the middle of the day, and then 2 till 6 or 2 till 6:30.
Yep.
That's my availability. But this morning, I didn't have any clients till 9:30.
Nice.
So got today 9:30 to 11:30. Then from 11:30 to 4, I have a break, and then it's 4 till 6:30, which is back to back. So it's 9 sessions for the day, no consults. Which is all right, but I'm only really working like 5 hours. Think about it, which is it's great.
That's it.
So I got up at 6:30 this morning, just did all my check-ins. So I had 10 or 15. I need to get people to get onto the check-ins a bit more though, because I only had like 10 or 15 people do it.
How many clients do you have?
32.
It's not bad, man. Like it's 50% strike rate.
Yeah, I want the online guys to do it though, because I don't get to talk to the online guys much. And if the online guys don't do it, they drop off.
Yeah, that's
maybe
it.
I need to work out like a a recurring task to like message online guys, like something like that, because I don't see them in the session. But
when you look
anyway,
at check-ins, obviously as you grow as well, it's very hard to get, if they're showing up to their sessions, they're most likely happy, right? And this is a big thing for you going into leverage, right? And like more people will probably do them because they get to talk to you through a check-in as well, right?
Yeah.
Like we're currently at about 115 clients, and we probably get 40 check-ins, like that kind of mark.
Yeah.
So about 30%, right? So 30 to 50% is, I think, is a good number for check-ins as well, right? If considering
Okay,
they're
that's
coming
not
to
too
this.
bad.
Yeah, for sure. Don't stress about check-ins too much. They're just an additional service that a lot of PTs will allow it to stress themselves out if people aren't doing it. But no doubt you've had a chat with that person in the session. They're happy anyway. They know what they need to achieve.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not too fussed about that. Just online guys, I'd prefer to hear from them a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Tuesday, tomorrow, I think I got like 6:30 till 10, and then a 4-hour break, then 2 till 7 or something. With only a couple gaps. And then Wednesday is same. It's like 6:30 till 10 break, and then 2 till 7. And then Thursday, I got a big day. Thursday's like 9:30 till 6:30. Fully booked with 1 half-hour break, and then the webinar as my lunch break, pretty much. So that's pretty good. But Thursdays are usually like the crazy days. I always find this one day. It's just one day out of the week where it's just mental, and the rest of them are pretty chill.
Yeah.
And it like depends. Like most times it's Thursday, but then some days it's just like a random Monday will be packed, and then like I don't know. But I'm finding it's all right.
That's it, man. And look,
Saturday,
it's one of those things like we can, life of a PT. There's always one day, and it's always towards the end of the week when you've had a big week and it's wrapping up, and then Thursday hits you with a back-to-back book of clients. But I think we can often like perceive ourselves as busy as well. And like, let's say Tomo and Frankie could be on the exact same amount of sessions, right? But Tomo's got his booked from like in the morning in a chunk and then the afternoon, but Frankie's got hers all throughout the day. Like these are the things that you do, and you start to wear yourself out, like because you're here, there, and everywhere too much as well.
I used to have that. Yeah.
There you go, and and now you've made the change. How much better? Like better does it feel doing that? So
so much better. It's like it feels crazy because I would have had 9 or 10 sessions in the day before, except I'd be at the gym from 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and then have like a one session and an hour break, and then one session and a half-hour break, and it's like it's pointless, it's stupid. But then now if I have someone book in the middle of the day, I'll actually move them to be back to back with someone else.
100%. There you
so
go.
I get that break, and that break's so important as well. Like I can't explain it, but like last week went down to the Henley, or you would know, like the beach, and just like chilled, had like an hour or two, just sat, walked down the beach, and it's so good for your mental health as well.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure you're making that time. But no, it sounds like you got that structured perfectly as well. So I know for you, Ray, as well, you're an early riser as well, hey? You're up nice and early every day. What's your routine look like at the moment?
Well, I'm up about 4 or 4:15, but I wake before it every morning. So
wow. Okay.
I know, stupid, isn't it? I don't know why. Anyway, I wake up and I'm not at about 11ish. So I'll go straight through. I do have some breaks, mainly 8 a.m. Have breaks. And then I've got a couple in the afternoons. That's it.
Yeah.
But
so
I have all this time, but I'll sit down to do something, and I find it hard to focus. And then like my partner's he's over there in that part of the office. And so like if he talks to me and I come home all hyped up, ready to do, I've got this and this, and he starts talking, then I just feel myself go like that. And then I think now it's hard, and then he might talk, and then I'll scroll, and I'm so like got really bad work habits, which I recognize. And then but yeah, I got them all back to back. I've got everything looking good. I've just got to make sure I execute like you just said before to Frankie, and I agreed when you said like 3 to 5. I used to do that 1 to 3, and I need to actually have that and write it down. I need to have it down somewhere where I can see what I've got to do.
One of the best things I ever did was buy a timer. So like you buy like a little timer to go on your desk and do an hour and hit it and just work until that goes off, right? Because really we can sit down for 3 hours and do work, but what is there actually 3 hours worth of work there? Probably not. There's probably what 45 minutes, an hour and a half, that kind of thing. So
I'm actually most productive in the morning. So like this morning I got up at 4:15, but my 5:15, I got up an hour early. My 5:15 client cancelled. I got a message. So I thought, great. So I had that time, and I think, well, I'm not looking at anything else. I'm just doing what I'm doing, because I had such a big weekend that I didn't get time to prepare myself for this week, and that kept me awake last night.
For
I
sure.
woke up. It's just stupid, like. And so I organised. I had that time this morning, but I find in the morning, because I haven't got much time, I think, okay, I just do this first, and then anything else if I get time after. So I actually am so much more productive in the mornings, and I need to do that home midday as well. But I always have to like get all my gear ready for the next day during that midday, in case I've got to go out in the afternoons.
Yeah, your days can be very simple. So you split them 50-50, right? So you've got on the tools in the AM, break, growth. That's all I'd be doing, right? Like just structuring it like that. So like calls, floor to the floor, any strategy you're running, everything comes in the afternoon. It's almost like breaking your day into 2 working days.
Yeah.
And that's a real luxury to have, because I suppose a lot of people would have, you've got 2 sessions in the Arvos. Are they on the same day as well, those 2 sessions?
No.
Get it on the same day if you can. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because then it's like you've got more time there. Whereas I can almost guarantee you with your mindset, like a lot of people will go, oh, I've got this session in the afternoon, so like I'll just go in there and stroll around and just get it done, and then I get to go home, right? Whereas if you can kind of just, there you go. Like it's like I've got one in the Arvo, I'll just wait till I get around to that, like that kind of thing. So I think for you, if you can have, bunch those 2 up, have a little bit of a bigger day, an extra half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it might be. And then everything else, you've like forced yourself to go to the gym and walk the floor. Are we running a strategy at the moment? Have you got anything in place? Okay. What did you run last?
I had that no, I haven't run anything for ages. I haven't run anything since the hamper.
Okay. We're running floor to the floor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've got to print it out. Okay,
there you go. So that strategy there will add an extra 10 clients to your business. Very easy. Very easily. Yep. And it'll be, all afternoons, and you filter them through there. Right.
Well, that's why I figure I'll go in the afternoons with their training. So they'll probably train the Arvo, which will fill up my afternoon spots.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you go in the Arvos and you run it in the afternoons. And like I can guarantee in Good Lifes, these kinds of clubs, 5:30 to 7:30 is a very hot time. Like there's always people on the floor, right? So if you can get, Monday to Friday, bunch up, you could run this strategy Monday to Friday, and you get 10 to 15 names. That's how easy it is. If you get 10 names a day across 5 days, you're at 50.
I'm done.
So it's like, you're done. That's it, right? So it'll probably take you 5 hours, not even, probably 2.5 hours, right? You cut it in half, takes you half an hour to get 10 names. Yeah, perfect. Spend 3 or so minutes talking to each person.
Okay.
Because I think it's the same with everyone though, right? Like you get to this point and you're kind of content, or you're kind of like, oh, like I'm making your mark's like what, 2.5, that kind of realm.
I'm very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except that I know I could do more. So
absolutely. Like you've genuinely got to like want to do more as well. I think that's the thing. Like
I do
for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, cool. And I think for you, once you leverage this time out, you get this trainer booked, and then you get your Monday sessions leveraged across, you end up having gaps, and you go, it's even harder for me. I'm like, what am I doing today? Like a lot of the time. So it's that kind of thing. So I think for you, it's just getting that first initial, you know what I mean? That first initial jump at it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you start to see the reward, because you start making money that you're not even there for, or you start building out school, these kinds of things. You can go on more trips and kind of still have an impact on your business, which is huge.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that. I know. Once I've done one train and done to process, and then another, I'm sure it'll be like when you start getting sales conversions with your clients. Once you do a few,
absolutely.
you know what I'm doing. And
absolutely. What's the so for you, numbers wise, let's look at numbers. So let's look at clients. So how many clients do you have on your books right now?
Probably around 20.
20. All right. Yeah. With about, is that like 30 sessions or so?
Yeah, so I'm making just on $2,000 a week.
Perfect. All right. You can go and get 20 from floor to the floor. Double your business.
Yeah, I could.
Very, yeah, there you go. Very easily. Very easily. That's what I want you to do, right? If there's anything like, all that I want you to focus on right now is floor to the floor. Obviously doing what you have to do with your clients as well. Literally go out there for the next 5 days, Monday to Friday. And then on Friday, I want you to send me a message in school telling me how many leads you got.
Okay.
All right.
I've got I'm already writing shit down. I'm getting shit done.
Good. Perfect. Yeah. And then we'll come back. We'll kind of look at where we're at. I can guarantee we start booking in consults from there. Something I need to do as well, get back on floor to the floor. And you can really, like, it's important to, if you're getting a lot of volume, this is another thing for you and for the guys that are about to go into leverage. If you're getting a lot of volume already, there's no reason why you can't go and get more volume as well. And I think that's the whole thing of being comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So when you're getting 10 consults, 10 to 15 consults a week, it's very easy just to sit there and go, okay, that's enough. That's enough for growth. Whereas it's like, well, I could probably doing, running a floor to the floor or something like that. I'm the same, Ray. I haven't run floor to the floor since the hair party Christmas. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's very hard for you to kind of go out there and do it, but behind floor to the floor and behind these big strategies is all the business growth that we're kind of crying out for right now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Well. Yeah. So let's execute on that. And like we say, or let Nathan know in the webinar on Friday, just let him know I've been running floor to the floor. But yeah, send me a message, or I'll check in with you on Thursday's webinar.
I'm having a call with you tomorrow anyway.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll plan this out as well and go from there. Hey.
Yeah,
Cool.
but I'll start tonight.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. Is there anyone that needs anything, guys, before we kind of wrap things up here? If there's no one that really needs anything, I think we've had a good start to the week here. But yeah, up to you guys. If not, we'll wrap things up, hey? Awesome. All right, guys, have a great week. Ray, I will catch you later, Tommy. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Frankie, Ivan, have great starts to your week, and I'll see you guys later, hey? See you guys.